जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम श्री राम जय 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 राम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम
ஆன்டி சுஷீலா இப்போ 4 நாள் கேட்டிருந்தேன் மழை பெய்யறதுனால அங்கே பார்த்து கஷ்டமா இருக்கு மழை திட்டம் இங்கே தான் தங்கி கஷ்டப்பட்டு பால் சாய் பண்ணுறாள் ரொம்ப தூரமா சுஷீலா சாணி கேட்டு சொன்னேன்
ஓ அதான் கேட்கும் ஆரோக்கிய சுபாஷ் இன்னைக்கு அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கேன் ஆரோக்கிய அப்படி சர்விங் டைமில்
மிஸ்பிஹேவ் பண்ணியிருக்காரு
அவரை கூட்டிட்டு வரணும் பிடிக்கார்
Subhash,
சொல்லி காப்பி
my cousin.
your cousin
What happened? My cousin is Subhash Swami.
ஓகே மேம்
Ah, yeah. Who is here now? Tomorrow is leaving.
Subhash. சுபாஷ்
Subhash, HG Subhash. HG Subhash. Subhash HG.
It's not like
It's not like
stop it.
you can't stop.
No.
Pause. Is
Pause.
pausing up.
Then stop.
ஒரு காப்பி அனுப்பிச்சேன் இப்போ
It's already come now. Switch it off.
சுபாஷ் சுபாஷ் சந்திரதாஸ்
Illa. No, that is different.
பாரு
I know.
He felt very bad. I told him to try to correct.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
நல்லதா விட கூப்பிட்டு
Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai 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 Ram Shri Ram Jai
Sanji's
Ram
mic is mute, Sanji.
Jai Jai Ram
Sanji's mic is mute.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om, Hari Om. Pranam, Pranam, Pranam.
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Namaskaram, Namaskaram.
Pranam, Swami.
Pranam, 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 Pranam.
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Namaskaram, Namaskaram. Hmm. What is to be shared?
The maintenance, equanimity maintenance is
But for a spiritual aspirant, not only for a spiritual aspirant, even if you want to become a professional field, suppose you're holding a responsible post, or even in a society, suppose you are holding a responsible post, assignment, you will have to meet with so many types of people with the different types of priorities, preferences, inclinations. So one has to receive everything and handle everything in a harmonious way. So equanimity is something which we have to definitely practice. It will come through experience only, not because we read some theories it will come. Then we try to correct ourselves. I shouldn't have done it. Impulsively reacting to circumstances, no, all those things we will slowly avoid. Just because we read, the Siddha Prajna, we are not going to become Siddha Prajna. It is academic. But experience is the best teacher. This is what we have learned. Whenever we whenever we lose our temper, whenever we lose our balance, and later on when we go through many of the scriptures, what are the basic qualification of a devotee or a sadhaka, then suddenly we remember we were not up to this. So how to correct ourselves? That means we have to give allowance to everybody. blunders not only makes us miserable, makes others also miserable. Whereas those who maintain this equanimity, not only they are peaceful to themselves, but they are also radiating peace in others. This will come by closely watching our own experience so far lived. He made us to lose and he made us to feel bad. Initially, when we read something, we may not be able to. But when we go through certain things and then we read, oh, I shouldn't have done it. And it is not a equanimity means, it is not something, you can practice straight away. Love for others should be there. Care and concern for others should be there. Others' rights and wrongs also I should be able to give consideration. And if somebody says or behaves something, we do not find fault with him, but they say, why did he do that? We try to circumstances and we try to view everything from that point so that his blaming tendency will go. I am right, you are wrong, that will go. I have more things to learn from everybody if that gets rooted.
How to work on that? I am right, you are wrong.
How to work on that? I am right, you are wrong, kind of thing.
I am?
I am right,
Right,
other
you
side.
are wrong.
No. I am right, you are wrong means, I don't give consideration for others. We should basically, as spiritual aspirants or devotees, God is there, whether I accept it or not. And so, when God is prompting him, I should understand that God is prompting him, So I need not be the only right one. He can also be the right one. It may be for his play he is doing it, but I should give this allowance to him. I must try. It is easy to say, very difficult, agreed. Because we have not reached a stage where we have identified the common denominator. The moment that common denominator is identified, no problem. Prior to coming to ashram, we were working in an estate. There the chief man, he was at that time 68, 69. We are talking about 1968, 69 experience. He was also 69 years old and his son was 23 years old. He had just finished his education. This is about 1.5 miles, that means 4 kilometers from main road, upward incline. No facility, no auto, you have to walk. So we also had a trust, charitable trust. So people come there for some with petition. They have to walk all this. So one day when we were all sitting in the office, the senior man was sitting there. Somebody came and asked for some help. So he said, why do you require this? Then he said, are you a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian? Have you taken to alcohol? All those things he was telling us. So this 23-year-old man, son, between the petitioner and father, he has great reverence for his father. So he came there, he made this comment to be heard by his father, but at the same time he did not stay there because he did not want to wound, hurt or disrespect. If we want to give something, it's better we give instead of asking this and that, like that. We were all sitting there. The father is also a very noble person, egoless, absolutely egoless. So he looked at him. He called us and asked him to give 30 or 50 rupees. 50 rupees is a big amount on those days. Today is 5,000 rupees, you can say. So it was given. So that made me to think. He did not stand on anything. Your rights and wrong. Okay, what he meant to us, because it's a Jain trust, they are also, whatever paisa is given, it should not go for any non-vegetarian. It should not be used for any alcohol. That's what he meant. So even if somebody is eating, he will give. But he will say, try to stop. Suppose I am, once in a way I used to take this alcohol, means at least try to stop. The idea is you get reformed, not merely helping. The idea of giving this is not only to meet your limit, but also to see that you are free from all this. But he did not elaborately discuss. He did not take him into task. He did not get offended. He forgot about it. We people remember even today because there is something was there for all of us to understand. Equanimity, that not holding on to my rights and wrongs. Who are you to say that? I said with some other purpose. Why do you comment like that? No. And the other man also commented in front of everybody. So if he had ego, he would have definitely flared up. So what had happened in 69 is still fresh in our mind because it was a great pointer. Very, very clear. As Papa used to say, when the mind becomes purer and purer, we will be free from all this. The mind, my rights, my wrongs, my rights, my wrongs, my priorities, my assertion, all this. He was managing more than 1,000 acres. He is an unlettered person, but he was up to date in everything. All bank accounts are in his bag. He is not guided by passbook. With his own handwriting, there are about 20 to 30 bank accounts, all children, wife. Each account he has got hold. Simplest man, very simplest Gandhian. And so one day, even when accounts, he will route it out through one account to all these 20, 25. So one day I told him, this is duplicate work. You are duplicating the work. Each one has got bank account, so each one can spend from there. Why should we route it through then? Straight away every week, when the requirement comes, we can give a check. Immediately we can debit that particular account. It is very easy. Like a child, he was managing it, the whole thing for the past so many centuries, decades. But he said, sit down, repeat once again, just like a child. Just like a child. Then he said, tomorrow we will start. That openness, You don't have to teach me. We have been running it. Do whatever you like. You can say that. No. Always ready to. And we also felt freedom because of his frankness, because of his openness. On those days, there was no mobile, everything, so there was one landline. So one extension is there in our office. So somebody calls him. I immediately search for him here and there, here and there. And when I located him, I used to say, there is a telephone call. Immediately he asked, why did you come? I am, his son's age, that's all. Why did you come, Swami? You could have sent somebody. That this is humbleness, humility. So we can see there, this can be lived. It's not a theory. Equanimity or not holding on to one's rights and wrongs, becoming open. The more we become open, equanimity will always come. Equanimity becomes a casualty only when the me and mine is very strong. It will not allow. All these things, that's why I said, you go back to your own life. But now when you apply this theory, oh, I shouldn't have done like that. I should have, I should not have jumped. I should not have impulsively reacted. Hereafter I should not. Like that, your own self-evaluation will correct you. Even then we may fail, old habits. But we must be able to immediately pull us up. A stage should come when we don't assert at all. Accepting for certain basic things, fundamental things, moral ethical laws, which we cannot compromise. Rare of the rarest. Otherwise, all other this thing can be accommodated. This is what Puja Swamiji also taught us through his life. Any new suggestion, he will accept it. He will not say, no, we have not, we have. Always he will say that, why? There must be something new, why not we apply our mind? So the equanimity is something, which we keep on thinking about it. Where do we try to correct? And that can come only when we know that others are greater than me, We need not tom-tom, but in our heart we should feel. If God has placed me in this particular position and He makes somebody to comment, I should know He is greater than me. You don't have to vocally acknowledge also, but in your reaction, suppose you do that, you will see a wonderful change. This will get refined. One word, it can spoil the whole human relationship. Should be very careful, We may not be able to repair, though we try to repair. One word. If the me and mine is too strong, then any reaction or response comes from us can cause great damage to the human relationship. That is why the other day we were telling everybody, human relationship is much, much more important than our rights and wrongs. How do we handle, Spirituality is not a joke, pa. One has to be very, very alert, very, very alert. So we learn from Master's life that when they are steadfast in their sadhana, all these things come out of them naturally, without any struggle. So in our case, we have to keep on praying, When we chant Ram Nam, we keep on praying. Purify my mind. Let me see only positive things, even in the so-called negative. Even in a person with whom we feel we differ with him. That is the purpose for which we are chanting, Chanting is to expand our love circle, slowly trying to understand that it is He who is within everybody. He is making us to pass through severest tests, not only to help us evaluate our spiritual progress, but also to ensure that spiritual daily life is given to us to test our daily sadhana. Yeah, if this word, if we can remember, daily life is given to us to test our daily sadhana. We may fail, but at least we should know we have failed, then we can correct. Our old habits will not die, it will not go easily. So we commit and immediately, I shouldn't have done it. Wherever possible, we go openly and repair the damage. Wherever that is not possible, we bring them before our mind, and then yesterday I showed you that letter, that book, Power of Love. That actor. That will not help. That will not surely help. Anything else?
That means, Swamiji, that means we are forgetting that we are a sadhaka.
That means we are forgetting.
At that moment.
We all forget, yes. That is why Puja Swamiji said, when you are a sadhaka, we are a sadhaka for 24 hours. That also we forget. Because, why Because we thought, sadhana means not chanting, bhajan, temple going, seeing Mahatmas, reading scriptures. All these things are sadhana. The rest of the things are usual life. So that is why we have not been able to stitch or weave this into our life. Whereas right from the moment we get up till we retire to bed, we are sadhakas. So what is to be done, what is not to be done, it should be there for all the 24 hours. Not to be compartmentalized. During these moments I will be all right. During these moments I will not be all right. No. It's a very powerful word.
He's asking what is the definition of sadhaka?
Sadhaka.
Sadhana.
Sadhaka.
Sadhaka?
Yeah. How do you define a sadhaka?
Technically, one interpretation is there, but as far as we are concerned, all of us are sadhakas. We have forgotten that. Sadhaka means we are always committed to the spiritual common denominator in everybody. Ideal. And I start moving towards that. But in the common parlance, these two words are separately used. One is devotee, the other is. They pray only for their welfare. Kamya karma. Please relieve me from these sufferings. Please equip me with this. Please bless me with this. All these things. Sadhaka is not like that. Sadhaka's only aim is to become one with him. So in Bhagavad Gita, he has separated 4 types of bhaktas. Artha, Artharthi, Jitnyasu, Jnani. Whenever I am in trouble, I cry for his help. Artha. I want this, I want that, I want promotion, I want building, I want... Artharthi. Then the intense aspiration wells up. Okay, got it, then where am I? Initially I thought I have become full. Again I am back to square one. So what is it that will make me? And finally, to become one with him. Here also they will become one. But in the Swamiji used to say that we have to upgrade ourselves, graduate ourselves from devotee to sadhaka. Because otherwise we may get stuck in the lower level. So sadhaka means a 100% commitment throughout your waking state, commitment to become aware of the common thread in everybody, which is called God. And all my thoughts, all my words, all my deeds should conform to this. I ensure. Whenever I fail or forget, immediately I try to correct myself, impose punishment on myself, vradas on myself. Tivra sadhaka means, they will not tolerate any even slight lapses from them. They will immediately impose restriction or punishment or self-denial, so that it is reminded, if it commits again. Even in Papa's life, you can find that he suddenly imposes 2 days, 3 days water fast. Whenever he felt he should not have acted like that, in spite of the fact that he has surrendered everything to him. So he wants 100%, not 99.999, 100% perfection. So that gives us a clue about what a sadhaka should be. 100%. All of us are sadhakas, but we are not aware and we have not committed ourselves, that's all. And we don't have to run away from any field. Wherever we are, we can try to. But then otherwise it won't become universal.
Is there a difference between someone who is trying to surrender to the higher power and someone trying to find a common thread between everybody? Is there a difference or both are same? Two people.
Both are same. Total surrender means surrender to all events and individuals, not in particular, no. So that means it all emanates from different creations, different situations, different objects. So I accept as God's, which is the truth. But having lived an independent life, in one go we may not be able to get it. Because whatever said and done, the rights and wrongs will be there in our heart. May not be self-centered. That probably would have been able to get over. But still there are some rights and wrongs from a broader perspective. So to get over that, it is a tough job. That comes only with the total surrender.
The presence of higher power is something first we have to accept and feel all the time. Then When we know that He is just beside me all the time, I will not err, I will not make mistakes.
What is
So
it?
probably I am not even
The
accepting
presence of
the
higher
presence
power,
of higher
if we feel all the time, then we will not err.
That's a tough job. Presence of the one minute. Presence of the higher power, while maintaining this sense of individuality, is the toughest job. But it is possible. They have shown us it is possible. Ordinary people may find it difficult. By and large, yes, but there may be many instances where still, for the sake of common interest, it may be difficult for us to accept certain situations. So what do we do at that time? So then we have to redefine our subservience to higher power. Suppose there is a threat to the society from an individual or from a particular situation, we rise up to the occasion and we somehow avert it. In that process, the person who is responsible may have to be taken into task. At that time, how do we apply? The only way to apply is that God made him to do it. God made us to react to it. It is from a higher standpoint. Because in this Vyavaharic world, he will also do like that. Deplorable conditions might arise through an individual or an action of an individual. And we don't have to keep quiet. We react. There our acceptance to higher power comes from the truth that he has provided a field for us and he is making us to react. That can come only when we continue practicing that his will alone, his will alone, his will alone. You said something?
If there is an unpleasant situation or unpleasant happening between two people, by avoiding the person or situation, is it a good stand to take, or how do you?
You can't give a black and white answer. It depends upon the person and the situation. In some experience, we have found suddenly to become indifferent, positively indifferent, not negatively indifferent. We just get up and walk away. And after some time, we come back. By that time, the other person would have cooled down. Otherwise, unnecessary, And that will give him also, in certain cases, that may flare him up. Again, he has disrespected me, something like that. But that's why you have to handle it based upon that. Your idea is not to hurt him, but your idea is to make him know that what he has done is not right. And if you openly say again, the clash will come. So we keep on praying and we will get the guidance at that particular moment. Why are you putting me in such situation?
Swamiji,
Hmm.
Swamiji, these things are also an experience for a sadhaka.
Amam. 100%.
And the time, sometimes, as you said, the great provider helps us to act calm in a calm manner. But sometimes, yes, we don't react correctly. Aprama feel pandrom.
Amam.
அது மாதிரி ஆயிடுறேன்னு
Tappile. That is okay. They are on the process, That means we are getting refined.
Suppose you die before the refinement.
Other, huh?
Suppose we die before getting refined.
Nothing will go in vain, whatever we have. In our next birth, it will be carried over. Just like minus factors are carried over, plus factors are also carried over. So anything that we do now, it will not be a waste. Nothing will go in vain. To what extent it comes from our, not superficial.
See, we are, I mean, we are going tomorrow. What are the few things I can follow as a sadhaka so that when I come back next time, there is some shift in me? As a sadhaka, I move forward. How, what are the few things in day-to-day life I can remember and do it so that there is a movement within me as a sadhaka?
We will be able to know by ourselves, It must us. Because when we react to events and individuals, how are we reacting now? Is it from the same level or a different level? Previously, the moment you hear something, you rush up with your judgment. Now there will be a pause moment. Like that, you will understand. Now I have been able to give consideration for others. When we differ with somebody, we don't only see that which we differ. There are many things which we differ, many things which we do not differ in that particular individual. So when I take the whole thing, my differences towards him will get the what do you call it, the impact will get reduced. I may differ with him, but knowing that it's all right, that is his behavior, it doesn't mean I know that. It doesn't mean anything. So you don't have any prejudice. Are we reaching that stage? A prejudiceless relationship is emerging in spite of differences, which is the toughest. That is why we always remember Papa's words. The world we live in is a school in which observation and experience offer us immense possibilities for self-improvement. Nay, the world itself is Guru or God. So rest assured that He will guide us. We keep on praying and continue whatever sadhana we practice, like Ram Nam. Say so much of Ram Nam every day. Even if I do 10 minutes Ram Nam, and the 10 minutes Ram Nam, I try to bring the quality there with a prayer. Please make me, what is that word? At whatever,
Whatever I do be a fitting offering at thy holy feet.
hmm?
Let whatever I do be a fitting offering at thy
Let whatever I do a bit fitting offering at thy holy feet. Suppose one line from any such thing. We may not be able to remember all. One word. Make me,
thought, word, and deed.
huh?
Make me pure in thought, word, and deed.
Make me pure in thought, word, and deed. And finally, make me thine and thine only. Like that one word. Say initially you will say, I will repeat 10 times. Not at a stretch. During the whole day, 10 times. So that it doesn't slip into mechanical, at the same time leaves its impact. When you start remembering these, one line, you will find slowly it is percolating in your thoughts, words, and deeds. These are all the litmus tests we can put. Thy glory, there is a beautiful. Thy glory, there is a beautiful prayer.
Prayer. Okay.
Once in a way, reading that prayer will definitely help.
Where can I find that prayer?
I will send it out
You send all the prayer.
in all the prayers.
Not that you have to read the entire thing in one or two line in everything, you know. For example, the peace prayer, adorable presence. Thou who art the eye of our eye, ear of our ear. You must be hearing it, you know, when you go for heart of our heart, mind of our mind. On a particular moment, you will find it opens, you know, not merely a word. What is hidden in it, suddenly it comes out. And that stays with us. In Papa's universal prayer is a big prayer. We may not be able to repeat. But choose one. Let whatever I do be a fitting offering, you know. Anything more?
Yes, Swamiji, when we say the prayer, whatever we do, be a fitting offering at thy holy feet. அப்படிங்கறதுல நம்ம if we are about to do some mistake, அதை கூட பண்ண மாட்டோம். பப்பாவோட பாதத்துல சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் இல்லையா? So our words and deeds, everything will get,
Correct.
we will be very careful. The deeds and words.
Correct.
And thoughts also. இல்லையா Swami?
Absolutely right. Absolutely.
Swamiji, are you not well, Swamiji?
She's saying, are you not well, Swamiji?
I am not in the well.
Actually, we are in the well, Swamiji.
Of course, some tiredness is there.
Kala was about to ask the same question as Padmaji asked Swamiji. You look very tired. என்னன்னு ஃபேஸ்ல தெரியுது.
I was running temperature, now it's not there. But hangover is still there.
Which brand, sir?
Which brand? He's asking which brand.
But is sickness reflected in our answers?
Not at all, Swami. Not at all.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Swamiji,
Uh,
Swamiji, is it true that the life force, the mystic power, will take human birth and come like in form of Papa, Mataji? No? Is it how it is?
Is it true that the mystic power will take the form of saints?
Human birth, saints, and
And
everybody, all are human, all are his forms only.
No, they take birth special. When Papa comes in the form of Guru, it is God taking the form of Papa, right?
Papa says all are forms of Papa. There is no something separate, But the revealment, it becomes conspicuous through such Mahatmas. All are equally. The microcosm is in the macrocosm. The individual is the universal. God dwells in every being and thing, however small, in its entirety and perfection. Think not in terms of the individual, but always in terms of the universal. Do everything for the sake of God. Then your ego sense will vanish. So, all our Shastras, everything keeps on hammering this, All are equal. But the only thing is the degree of revelation. When the me and mine is strong, he is not revealed. In them it is 100% relieved. In us probably 1%, 2%, 5% like that. Then we keep on struggling. So that at the same time we should know we are all embodiments of that.
So the only difference between the divine people like Papa and Mataji, Swamiji and us is the level of I and myself, how much we have let go is the only difference.
Correct. There, they are establishing the truth that everything happens only by His will. So none of us need to think that we cannot attain. We are basically, essentially, intrinsically, we are that. Or we have to realize, That is why it's called realization, not attainment. God realization. He is already there. Up to his 37th year, he led an ordinary life like all of us. Up to 20th or 24th year, she was also leading like an ordinary life. Then afterwards, after sadhana, she was able to know that he is there, he has been there, and everything is happening only by his will. So it was from me to him. The common thread in all creation is realized by them. Not only in themselves, That is why the sense of me and mine is not there. Absence of otherness. In Papa's case, he was very particular that nobody should get attached to his form. That will hamper his progress. This truth that he is there equally in everybody. That is why he said, don't replace iron chain, no? Golden chain to an iron. Golden chain to an iron one. Both are chains only. Suppose we feel, we are attached to kith and kin, names and forms, our relations, possessions. And suppose we want to shift the whole thing to the Guru, and we get attached to Papa's form. We feel we are progressing, but Papa wants, you have only replaced a golden chain to an iron one. The other one is iron chain. This one is golden chain, but chain, although all the same, it is a chain only. Many times he has clarified. Papa Mataji is in everybody's heart, God is in everybody's heart, you are in everybody's heart. Another way, God does not need an intermediary. If you think God can talk through Ramdas, he can talk through you as well, because you cannot accuse him of partiality. Switch on your wire for direct communication. Why do you deny him in your heart? And golden letters. So that means he is there, everybody in everything. We have forgotten, we have unknowingly, naturally, all these things will come initially to fix some more on a particular person, guru or something like that. And then we find we are not moving. Suppose we close our eyes also, the guru comes and stands before us. Denying us the flexibility to expand. My guru, my ashram, all those things come there. In one of his books, he was blunt in telling. The day will come when you will have to leave all these behind and go to meet the eternal in the perfect nakedness of your spirit, shedding all make-believe forms, customs and tradition. Simplicity, spontaneity and humility become the guiding principles of your life. For realizing the truth, no external paraphernalia is necessary. No garb, no sign, no cult, no creed can help you. The day will come when you have to leave all these behind and go to meet the eternal in the perfect nakedness of your spirit. You move freely with all. You love all alike. You break all boundaries set by the calculating and selfish human mind. You soar like a free bird in the infinite expanse of the spiritual firmament. You look upon all beings and creatures as the embodiment of the one divine, all-pervading spirit. Temples, ashrams, mosques, churches, synagogues, viharas cannot imprison your soul. You find your soul's delight and joy at all places, in the best as well as in the worst. Like that, he wants us to keep on hammering this. He is there, he is there, he is there. Often he used to quote this word, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So we started with equanimity, touched about so many things, you know. Real satsang. Each one will give some push in our journey. If we just hear it, we may lose it. But after going out, again, suppose we do some thinking, manana, something will get registered in our mind. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Pranam, Pranam, Pranam. 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 Hari Om. Hari Om.